Excellent. All right. So, customer accounts. What Ordyx provides in customer accounts is we provide a database of all your customers' information. You can get all your customers' information, name, address, and you can actually get their Facebook username and incorporate their Facebook profile into Ordyx as well. It will actually show up their their profile picture will actually show up on the customer account that's created within Ordyx as well. And you can access these customer accounts on the POS and in the back office. So you can create customer accounts on the terminal or in the back office and access that information in both places. You can enhance deliveries with customer accounts with the Google Maps integration, and we have caller ID device integration as well, which will give you the callers, if you have their customer account already set up in the system, when that caller calls in, their information will show up on the screen for you real quick like that. And then we have gift card and loyalty tracking. So if you sell gift cards, they can be tracked through customer accounts as well. And loyalty points for your customers can be tracked through the customer accounts module within Ordyx. Okay. So the four main uses of customer accounts are going to be delivery, for loyalty, gift cards, and house accounts. So with delivery, as I mentioned, you can enhance your delivery, making them quicker and more accurate with Google Maps integration and the zones. Now the Google Maps will show up once you associate the customer account with the order. You can hit Get Map or Get Directions, and that will show you directions right up on the terminal. We'll give you directions visually and also printable directions right from the receipt printer that's sitting next to the terminal. You can print those directions out and give those to your delivery person, and they'll be able to take them with them if necessary. Okay. And also you have customizable delivery zones. Right, so you can set up different zones and make them different delivery charges for different areas around your restaurant. You can set up to not deliver in certain areas because maybe it's a bad neighborhood, and then you have obviously the different delivery charges for the distance that your delivery person needs to travel. Okay. And now this is with the caller ID. Customer information will show when a call comes in. So this is a screenshot of the terminal when a call comes in. And you can select anybody who has that phone number in the customer accounts will show up on the screen here, and you hit OK, and that will associate the order with that customer. So enhancing and speeding up your delivery process. Okay. And we have your loyalty features. So you can customize your reward settings for your customers, so you can determine how many points they earn when they come into the store, and how many points it will take them to redeem it for an item. So you can go in on the item level and change the points on each item to show to set it to what you want to have it be redeemed at. And there's also loyalty reports that we offer as well. We'll keep track of the loyalty points, how often when people come in. And so here's a shot of the back office loyalty settings here. All right, you have your price multiplier, and that tells you how much they're going to earn. I'm sorry, I'm getting a bit of an echo from somebody, but I'll try and fight through it here. The price multiplier is how much they're going to earn on each dollar spent. Okay, and then you have your different rounding methods there that you
so
can choose
currently,
from.
Jim, right now, the price multiplier shows $1. So for every single time this guest, for example, spends $6, they get $1.
Well, now in this case, if it's set at 1, it's going to be $1. They'll get $1 from $1. So you're going to want to set that down. So if you wanted to have them earn 50 cents on a dollar, you would have to put that at 0.50.
Got it.
Okay. So and then you have your different settings down here. You have your points per visit, how many points they'll earn every time they just come in and order something. You have the activation points reward there. Then when they just open up a loyalty, get involved in the loyalty program, you can give them points just for activating it. And then you have birthday points there. You can adjust that setting to give them however many points you want to give them for their birthday. And then you have account anniversary points. So when they open up the account, a year goes by and you can give them however many points you want to give them for that. All right. So then you have your other...
Quick question to it.
Sure.
Can I ask a quick question to that?
Go ahead.
Do you guys provide any kind of cards, say like scanning versus like if I didn't have sit down or delivery?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that, please?
If you had, like, if you guys provide cards, like loyalty cards, and customers, I could issue out, or they say, hey, and your card, and it tells you how many points you have, how many more times before your visit you can get a free meal or whatever.
I'm still not misunderstanding your question.
I'm asking, do you guys provide cards?
Oh no, we don't actually sell the cards. We direct people to a third-party place called plasticprinters.com, and that's where you'll be able to get your cards from.
Okay.
Okay.
Right, you got a echo.
I do. Okay, so then down on the redemption there, you can set. That's where you would set your redemption price multiplier. Then that would show you. That would be how many points they would get to when they're redeeming their points. So, pardon me. So then you have your redemption price rounding method, and then you can set how long the points are good for. So points expire after how many days. And then you have your points threshold message. So right now it's set to 1,000. When it reaches 1,000, it'll show a message on the POS that they've reached that level. Okay. And now here's just a screenshot of a loyalty activity report. Here it shows the customer Adam Smith and the dates that he came in and the time, and it shows you his orders. And they actually have the order ID there, so you can go in and look up the order ID and see what items he did actually order and what he earned points on. Okay, and then it has the points that he earned on that visit and his running balance.
Hey, Jim, can I make a recommendation?
Sure.
If everyone would mute their microphone while you're doing your presentation, you'll get rid of the feedback.
All right. Let me see.
Your microphone?
All right. I think that's better. Oh, nope. Still got it. Let me see something here. All right. Oh well, that's all right. It is what it is. Okay. So we're gonna get another slide here. We have the. Let's see. This is going to be the loyalty history report, and this one's just going to go by date. All right. Open close date. All right, and it'll show you the how many customers visited with the loyalty program, the total points earned for that day, and if anybody redeemed any points, and how much was redeemed. And then you have the customer gross sales and the customer net sales. Okay. And also...
question.
Yes, sir?
Okay, so back, in order for these guests to start adding up points, how does the whole process begin with at the very beginning? Like, do they open up a tab and they're giving you their loyalty card, for example, in addition with their credit card, whatever, and then like what happens? Like you swipe the loyalty card through first, and then you swipe with the credit card, or vice versa.
Yeah.
Like
right. Yeah. As long as you just want to make sure you swipe the loyalty card before you close out the ticket. That's
okay.
All. Yeah. And then that'll.
So at any time during the transaction, it doesn't even have to be at the beginning. They could give it to you halfway through, or when they're closing. and you swipe that card, and then everything gets accumulated, I guess.
Correct. Correct.
Okay.
Okay. So now here we have the gift card balance tracking. This is a shot of the back office. The gift card will show under deposits, okay, and then the gift card will show a numerical string of numbers, okay, and then you can go in that drop down and select from the different drop downs and look at the different balances. All right, this one had a $50 balance and still has $25 available, and you can put a reference on there if necessary. All right, and it was received on June 9th, and you can void it through the back office if you have the need.
Excuse me, Jim.
Yes, sir.
So do I understand that will tell all your outstanding balances for all your outstanding gift cards?
Yes, you can look up every single gift cards that you sell in the back office.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, and then this is where you go on the terminal to activate, reload, and check card balances. Okay, so you would go and hit the deposits button, and that will bring you to the screen over here. On the right-hand side, you'll see the 3 buttons. It says activate, add balance, and check balance. So the first, when you're first selling a card to someone, it's a brand new card, you want to do activate, and that'll open up a window, and you just put in the the amount and the customer information, and then hit OK, and that card's activated.
Yeah, I mean, I can do it out right now. Yeah.
Okay.
Jim, is that the same process when you're signing up a loyalty, or that's just a gift card?
That's just gift card. Yeah, that's just gift card.
So if somebody's purchasing a gift card for the very first time, you would hit that yellow deposit button, which then gives you these 3 options on the right.
Correct.
And then you can, okay, so you activate it. You can also add, so you can add more money to an existing credit card. Is that what add balance is?
Yes, you can add money to an existing gift card, yes.
All right, then check balance just to see what's remaining on the card.
Yep, you just hit that and swipe the card, and it'll show you the balance.
Okay, and then activate. Once you click the activate button, you mentioned a screen will pop up where we enter the customer's information, or is that we just swipe the card? You
can enter, if the customer has a customer account, you can associate the card with the customer account, and then then that's where you also enter the amount.
Okay, excellent.
Okay.
Thank you.
No problem. Okay. And then house accounts. You can set up your customers' accounts to be billable and then bill them at a later date. So say you have some regulars, that come in all the time, and they, only pay you. Maybe you have a deal with them. You only pay them. They only pay you once a week or once every couple of weeks, and you can actually do that within the Ordyx system. There's a checkbox on the customer account setup window that says set as billable. So then, in that case, anytime they come in and make an order, and you want to put it, they want to put it on their tab, or they want to bill it. You say they want you to bill it to them. You would go to the payment screen and use payment type bill, and then that will become a receivable to you, and that's actually kept track of in the back office as well, and we'll keep track of your receivables. So people do this for, obviously, loyal customers, people who are in all the time. They do it for some restaurants that we work with, use a Eat24 delivery service, or delivery dudes, and who do deliveries for the restaurants, and they only pay the restaurant, maybe a couple times a month or maybe once a week. So they set up those customer accounts, and they set them as billable, and so then when they pay them, they come in and take down their balance. Okay.
So, Jim, question on that.
Certainly.
Is that when it's billable, like basically this is just like an extended tab that can last a week or 2 weeks or up to a month, and then they pay everything at the end of the month?
Yep, exactly.
So you're just accumulating all these purchases, whatever. Now, is there like a credit card that's on file, or you're just hoping this person's going to pay you at the end of the month?
Well, I mean, you should have a, some kind of agreement in place that they're going to pay you at the end of the month, So. Okay.
So this is not like really a place to store, for example, their credit card information.
No.
Now we have their credit card on file.
Ordyx does not store any credit card information whatsoever.
Got it. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. All right, guys. I mean, I guess that was pretty much quick and easy. Do you guys have any questions?
I'd like to know a little bit more about the loyalty and how that works. I'm still a little bit confused as far as the price multiplier and how they accumulate the points. Is it a point that they're gaining, and then after a certain amount of points, like let's say they hit 100 points, that's equivalent to $10 worth of points? Or
you can
I don't understand.
You can equate it. Well, that's the thing. They earn points, okay, and then you associate a point amount to an item, or you can associate it to a discount or something like that. So they earn so you can point. They need to get 100 points to get this burger or something like that. So that's what you would put that 100 points on that burger in the recipe. On the in the back office, you would go into that burger recipe, and it would actually tell you. There's actually a checkbox that would say on the recipe it says enable for loyalty points. And you would check that off, and then you would put in there how many points they would need to accrue to get that item.
Okay. So let's somebody's purchasing a beer, they're accumulating points, and now they get one free beer after so many. Now, will the system, once you swipe in their loyalty card, will the system pop up a window and say, hey, this guy just hit their, whatever mark, they get a free beer now? Like, does it let you know?
Yes, that was the points threshold. Let me see if I can go back to that page on the settings real quick. It was right at the bottom of that settings screen, the points threshold message. Now, you can set that to whatever you want that to be. But now you would have to, as far as if it's an amount for a specific item, that's not going to give you a message that they earned enough points for a specific item. It's only going to give you a message when you reach that point threshold that you have set in the back office.
Okay, so for example, let's say, I guess I'm getting confused. The price multiplier is a point, or that's $1?
That's how many points they'll earn per dollar. So right now with it set at 1, you would earn 1 point, so that's not what you want. Nobody wants to have it set at 1. Okay?
Right.
Yeah. You don't want to do that. And you definitely don't want to do that. And you don't want to have your rounding method to ceiling. So you're probably going to want to put that down to, it all depends on your restaurant, what you want to have it set at. And you definitely don't want to have it set at ceiling. So that's going to be rounding everything up, and people are going to be earning more points than they should.
That's the ceiling. Okay.
So yeah, you want to keep that at floor. So.
At floor, okay. So if you put it like at if price multiplier is 10, then that means every time they spend $10, they get 1 point.
Actually, no. If it's 1-to-1 now, if that was at 10, they would get 10 points for every dollar.
Oh, okay.
So you want to move that number down. You want to decrease that. So it's going to have to be a decimal. So if it's set at 0.50 and they spent $2, they would get 1 point.
How would you set it up?
Pardon me?
How would you set it up if you want them to get 1 point for every $6, for example?
1 point for every $6? Let me see. What's the math on that? There would be 0.18 or 0.17. I don't have a calculator in front of me right now. But I mean, if it was 1 point for every $5, it would be 0.20.
0.20 will be 1 point for $5.
Correct. It is slightly confusing. It did take me actually a little while to get it to pick it up.
Okay.
Is there a standard of best practice for that? What portion of a dollar do you earn normally? Like 0.25 or?
It all depends on the restaurant. It's on a restaurant per restaurant basis. People have the prices are obviously going to vary, so they're going to make their rewards different than usually. I haven't come across too many that have the exact same setup for the royalty settings.
That have the same setup. Okay. All right. Thanks.
Yeah. Sure. All right. Any other questions?
Question for you.
Sure.
Yes. Okay, I go out and I purchase some cards from plasticprinters.com.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming that the strap on them contains basically a unique number. So
Correct.
there's really no customer identified with it. There's just a number on the swipe card, or on the stripe on the swipe card.
Correct.
So when I go and enter a new customer in to allow them to have a loyalty card, at what point do I swipe that card to associate the ID on it with the customer?
You can go into their customer account on the POS, all right, and there's going to be a field on there that says track data. Okay, and then you would hit that field and a window would come up, and then that's where you would swipe your card, and then we'll put that card, they'll put that number on that customer account.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. All right, guys, anybody else?
Yeah, I have a question.
Okay.
Is this going to be available online? Are you recording it?
Yes, this is being recorded.
So we'll be able to log on and see it again?
I believe so, yes.
All right, great.
Okay. Well, all right, guys. Well, if there's no other questions, just let us know if you want to, contact us for a demo or have some training done. We always offer free training for any of these services that you're signed up for, so you can come and train 100 times with no extra charge. Okay?
These trainings are done at your facility, so someone comes out to our establishment?
We do the trainings remotely.
Oh, I get you. Okay.
Yeah, just like this, basically. Or we'll remote into your screen or your computer rather, and we'll just show you around. Basically,
on our actual POS?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I have to see if I can figure out how to connect their Facebook, with their customer account.
Mm-hmm.
I see the button on the POS. So I could probably figure it out.
Okay. All right. Well, you also need to integrate your store with Facebook as well. That's on the setup page. So there's a place where you can put your own store in there, and you can actually see if your customers liked your page and whatnot.
Okay, we should do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome.
Got another question for you, Jim.
Sure.
All right, let's say when a customer comes in, they have a loyalty card. They give it to you at the very beginning. You're opening up a tab. You get the credit card information, and you get their first item in, whatever. Now you're swiping their loyalty card. When you swipe their loyalty card, now this card has their information from setting them up previously. So when you swipe it, do you get like a window that pops up and tells you the customer's name, like maybe their birthday, any additional information that we may want to know that we can further give them better service based on their previous purchases?
It will associate the customer account, and you can go into that once you swipe it. It will bring up information about that customer, and then you can see all that information in the customer account in there.
Are there custom fields of information that we can put in our own notes that we may want to know about this particular guest?
So you can, if they buy a gift card and they have a loyalty account, you can associate the gift card.
I'm not sure if there's a notes field in there on each customer account. That's the one thing I don't think there is, actually. You can make that a suggestion. I don't know if you're familiar with the suggestion button that's in the back office at the top of the screen, but actually that's not a bad suggestion. You might want to try that out, because that'll.
Yeah, because let's say.
Go ahead.
Like for example, if it's a restaurant, for example, we can put in their allergies and know this person can never eat fish. You know what I mean?
That's a very good idea. That's a very good idea. I think you should submit that as a suggestion.
Okay.
Can you repeat that? I'm sorry. The suggestion was, or his question was.
Basically.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay. So what I wanted to find out was, upon swiping their loyalty card, is there a window that will pop up that tells us information about this guest, like their name, possible birth date, the last time they were here, or just a general info window that we ourselves can add information based on what we know about this guest? Like, let's say they come every Thursday and they always get a burger, but they always like no onions, no tomatoes, no nothing. We can have that set in there, okay, we already know this guy doesn't like this, this, and that, so we know not to do that. Just like a personal heads up.
I think that's a very good idea. I think you should I think you should do that put that in as a suggestion, because I don't know if you've done it before. That actually sends an email directly to the developers, so they'll read that and take that into consideration. But I think that's actually a very good suggestion.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Anybody else? Well, all right, guys.
All right, I'm good.
All right, I guess that's it for me then. Pardon me, I'm sorry? Oh, okay. Well, all right, guys, let us know if you want to schedule a demo or training. Number 561-807-1503. It should be 03, not 02. All right, well, thank you very much for attending, and you guys have a great day.
Thanks, Tim.
Take care.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.